And this is in connection with the Tablighi Jamaat. Now we are learning is that the Tablighi Jamaat is not only facing heat here in India. Actually, this particular Jamaat has now been blamed both by the Malaysian and the Pakistani government, as both of them are blaming Tablighi for the acceleration of the spread of coronavirus in their respective countries. The Pakistani government has actually requested the Tablighi Jamaat to cancel its events given the coronavirus outbreak, and Malaysia's newspaper News Straits have actually reported that on March 17th, 673 coronavirus cases in Malaysia were identified, two-thirds of which can actually be linked now to Tablighi Jamaat. And Athar is there with us on the phone line. Athar, what more have you picked up? I mean, it's not only India that is facing a huge problem because of Tablighi Jamaat, it's other countries as well.
Well, clearly, Singapore, Malaysia and Indonesia were three countries, Megha, that in fact saw a spike and spurt in cases when they started getting cases of coronavirus COVID-19 much earlier than India. And all of them did concede that there was one particular Tablighi Jamaat event, similar one that was held in the Markaz in Nizamuddin, Delhi, that was linked to the cause of spikes in this particular case in Singapore and in Malaysia and in Indonesia. As you just mentioned right now, the Pakistan government has also, in fact, requested the Tablighi Jamaat not to hold any such events, any such gatherings here. In fact, the Tablighi Jamaat headquarters in Pakistan, which are situated in Rawalpindi in Punjab province of Pakistan, has completely sealed off. It's been made a containment area so that more cases do not, in fact, go around spreading COVID-19. So clearly, congregations, religious congregations, the nature of Tablighi Jamaat congregations have indeed contributed to spikes in cases, because it is natural that they come, people of Tablighi Jamaat come from all over the world, and they did travel from various airports, and that is clearly one of the ways that COVID-19 has been spreading. And religious congregations have added, like in South Korea, the church, who was a super spreader. The Tablighi Jamaat has become a super spreader not just in India, but is also in the danger of spreading in other countries. Experiences from Malaysia, Indonesia and Singapore, of course, notwithstanding, they, of course, have not really banned Tablighi Jamaat or, in fact, taken them to jail, but have, in fact, tried to deal with them, just like in the case of Singapore, when the Tablighi Jamaat event in Indonesia and Malaysia caused a spike in Singapore. The Prime Minister of Singapore came out to address the media, and he said in his address that there was a spike linked to Tablighi Jamaat event, and they were being treated by the authorities in Singapore like any other patient. But it is true and has been reiterated that religious congregations like Tablighi Jamaat events do not really help in times of a pandemic, like coronavirus COVID-19, and it has seen clearly effects that we have seen in India. It has skewed our ratio clearly in the first few days of fighting coronavirus. It has happened in Pakistan as well. Same is the case in Indonesia, Malaysia and Singapore.
Right. Okay, all right, Thakur. Athar, thank you so much for that extensive detail that you shared with us. Moving on, more breaking news that's coming in. This